Now, first of all, observing 5 precepts, please recite Namo Tassa 3 times in order to observe 5 precepts.
Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Pānātipātā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Adinādānā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi, Surāmeraya maccapamā daṭṭhānā vēramaṇī sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi,
Next will be offering Gilanpatha Puja to the Buddha.
Namo tassa
Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa.
Namo
Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa.
Namo
Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa.
Itipiso
Bhagavā Arahang Sammā Sambuddho Vidyācarana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasārati Sattā Deva Manusānaṃ Buddho Bhagavāti. Bhagavata Dhammo Sandittiko Akaliko Eipassiko Opanayiko Paccattam Veditabbo Viññūiti.
Supatipanno
Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiche patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Chattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho Avuneyo pavuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo punyakhetang lokassati Cetiyang sabbang sabbatane supatittitang Dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada Nisinnova sabbari vijayang akapatto sabbang nyutang satta vandetang bodhipadapang Mahabodhi lokanatena pujita ahampite namassami bodhi raja namastute dittena dipena tamadang sina tilokadipang sambuddhang Pujayami tamonudang Gunopetang etang kusuma santating Pujayami muning dassa siripada sarorue Buddhang kusumena nena punyena metena lapami mokkang Buppang milayati yatai dhamme kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang Vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acayang kamami bante Guri panya tatagata Vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acayang kamami bante Guri panya tatagata Vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acayang kamami bante Guri panya tatagata Sisters and brothers, with the permission of Venerable Mahasangha, I would like to say few words before we begin Paritta chanting in order to bless Singaporeans, especially members of Buddhist Library and friends of Buddhist Library. Today is New Year Eve of Chinese New Year. In Singapore, we all know majority are Chinese. Chinese New Year Eve, all the Chinese people, especially Chinese Buddhists in Singapore, who are Singaporeans, gather to temples and perform religious rites, religious activities, offerings to the Buddha, offerings to Bodhi trees, offerings to Buddha statues. All these things they do in order to remember Chinese New Year. Anyway, in this year, my feeling is there may not be many people in Buddhist temples in Singapore. There won't be big gatherings. You all know the reason. Because of COVID-19 disaster. Because of that, many people are very cautious. Limited number of people gather to their temples and perform religious activities and listen to monks chanting and receive blessings. Anyway, in this year, I am unable to be in Singapore. Almost last 50 years, during the Chinese New Year time, I was there in order to recite parittas and bless, especially to members of Buddhist library and friends of Buddhist library. But due to the COVID-19 problem, I am here. But I am thinking it is my duty to remember Buddhists in Singapore, especially members of Buddhist library and friends of Buddhist library, and perform some Buddhist rites and rituals. In the end, do some chanting, paritta chanting, and provide some protection and blessings for them. Especially at this time, they need protection from triple gem, which we call Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. That is why especially we have arranged this puja. In this puja we already offered flowers, fruits, joss sticks, drinks, so forth to the Buddha. On this occasion, I would like to say a few words about Chinese New Year. I think in the whole world, biggest New Year celebration is Chinese New Year celebration. We have to be humble to accept it. Generally, as Sinhalese, we think Sinhalese New Year is the biggest New Year celebration. For Sinhalese people, for us, that is the biggest New Year celebration, Sinhalese New Year. But when we look at the whole world, nothing can compare to Chinese New Year celebration. Because of few reasons, I can say that many people, if we think of the number of people participate, number of people celebrate Chinese New Year, the number of Chinese people are the biggest. We all know biggest population of this world is Chinese, and their culture is 5,000 years old, older than our culture. We also have a great culture, Buddhist and Sinhalese culture, nearly 2,500 years old culture in Sri Lanka. But Chinese culture is 5,000 years old, and biggest majority in China are Buddhist. Some people in Sri Lanka thought and still think China is a communist country, therefore Buddhism vanished or disappeared in China. That's not true. I have visited China quite a number of times. I associated with Chinese Buddhist. Still, majority of Chinese people are Buddhist. They have other great faiths, Confucianism and Taoism. They practice, some Chinese practice these three religious teachings together. They are very tolerant towards other religions. So, when we think of the ancient culture of China, we can say Chinese New Year is the oldest. On the other hand, when we think of their population, that is the greatest New Year celebration, because biggest population of the world celebrate Chinese New Year tonight and tomorrow. I would like to say another important thing about Chinese New Year. That is the longest New Year celebration. When we perform or when we follow Sinhalese New Year, we do the most few days. After a few days, we forget about that. When we think of English New Year, most probably 1 day, if not 2 days, or longest 3 days. But Chinese people celebrate their New Year at least 2 weeks, 15 days. They visit, they go to temples, perform religious activities, they go to friends' houses, relatives' houses, and celebrate Chinese New Year. And they also have some similar practices. During New Year time, we Sinhalese people, Sinhalese Buddhists, used to visit our elders, parents, senior brothers, and other relatives. We bring some certain things, present to them. They also present certain things to us. We exchange presents. In the same way, Chinese people also do it. For 2 weeks, they visit their friends and relatives. And in that way also, we cannot say we are exactly similar to that, because they prepare cakes and many other sweet items, sweets, hundreds and hundreds of different varieties. So during this 2 weeks period, we can buy from shops. On the other hand, some people prepare at home, and when they visit temples, they bring to temples, they bring to their relatives' houses and present. There is another very good practice. I thought whether to tell you or not, but in the end I decided to tell you. When we celebrate Chinese New Year, Sinhalese New Year, we bring certain things, especially when we visit people. We bring some sweets, cakes, that kind of things. But Chinese people, they also bring cakes and many other sweet items, and never forget to bring ampao packets. Ampao means, I think you have seen that red packets. Here we use, when we want to present something, we use white envelopes. These red envelopes, they use Chinese New Year time, especially Chinese New Year time. They put money inside. Sometimes quite a big amount of money. Sometimes $10, sometimes $20, sometimes $50, $60, $100. They put in and present to people when they visit houses, their relatives, their uncles, their parents, even to small children. They present those red envelopes. Inside got money. We monks are the luckiest, because so many Chinese people visit temples, even visit our library. Almost all those Chinese people present us red envelopes with money. So the next day we are very busy counting money. When we think of the quantity, it is very small compared to Bellanwila temple charity box money. Charity box money, I know people count so many days sometimes. Now bank people also come to count. I have never counted. I am happy about that. I never want to count also charity box money. Anyway, we also have that. But after New Year, monks or even if I get red packets or red envelopes, I don't count. I ask one of our library member to count. But that amount is greater than your 1 month collection. Then you may think Venerable Dhammaratana is very rich. No, I got no. Sometimes I don't have even 1 cent also, because I haven't learned how to collect and keep money. I know how to collect, but don't know how to keep money. My habit is spending. Anyway, this is practice. In that sense, I say Chinese people are very practical people. When you offer so many things, biscuit packets, boxes of cakes, all these things, sometimes it takes few days to clear, and sometimes we don't know what to do. But we are very clever. We know what to do with money. So when we receive envelopes with money, we never feel that is a problem, how to use them, all these things. When we have many food parcels and other things, we don't know what to do. We have to think what to do. Of course, we used to distribute to others also. When we visit other temples, we go. So this is a very unique and practical practice of Chinese people. Anyway, don't misunderstand me. I am not telling you to present money during Sinhalese New Year. I don't say don't present also. I am not saying present money to monks also. That is a different thing. I don't want to say anything about that, but this is a custom, very, very unique custom. That's why I mentioned about that. So I have taken a lot of time to talk about Chinese New Year. If I go on and on, I have so much to say. I see the enthusiasm of Singapore Chinese Buddhist had shown while they were performing New Year activities, religious activities and their cultural activities. So they still appreciate their cultural values. They value their culture. China has developed today. Their development was very fast. Singapore developed quite long time ago. One of the developed countries. They are very modern. Their lifestyle is very modern, but come to their culture, especially Chinese New Year celebration, they haven't forgotten anything. They remember all their cultural values and they follow their cultural values. In that sense also, they are very advanced compared to us. We Sinhalese, as a result of influence of modern society, influence of modern culture, we are dropping our great values. As a nation which has 2,300 years of history, we should remember our cultural values, but many Sinhalese people now dropping their cultural value. So Chinese people in China, in Hong Kong, in Taiwan and Singapore are a great example to us to keep, when we want to keep our cultural values. They are very proud of their culture. Many Chinese have gone to Western countries, they have learned Buddhism, they have learned many things from Western countries, but they haven't forgotten their Buddhist culture, their Chinese culture, they still value. That is why today also they perform many religious activities and follow their cultural practices. So with that understanding, we are going to chant Paritas in order to bless all the Singaporeans, especially to members of Buddhist Library and friends of Buddhist Library. On this occasion, I remember them with respect, appreciation, metta and kindness. Today we perform our service puja under this sacred Bodhi tree, Bellanwila Bodhi tree, which has a very long history, 2,300 years. So as a result of offering Bodhi tree, we receive great blessings from the Bodhi tree. So when we chant, we remember about that also and wish by the power of our sacred Bodhi tree, then Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, which we call triple gem, may all Singaporeans have good health, happiness and prosperity. And at the same time, I would like to wish you all, you all participate with kind thoughts, wish you all also as a result of blessings from sacred Bodhi tree and Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you all will have good health, happiness and progress of your life. Thank you. Now we are going to chant Paritas. කතා කරපු ඉඳ කෙටියෙන් කරමු. රතන සූත්‍රයේ සූත්‍ර ගාථා 3යි මෙත්ත සූත්‍රයයි මහා කාරුණිකෝ කියන එකයි. මේව ගන්නවද? කීයද වෙලාව? 9යි. එන අපිට වෙලාව තියෙනවා මේ රතන සූත්‍රයේ ඔක්කොම කියමු. ඔක්කොම කියලා මෙත්ත සූත්‍රය කියලා මහා කාරුණිකෝ කියලා ඉවර කරමු. හිමින් තරේ කියමු.
නමෝ
තස්ස භගවතෝ වරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස
ඉති
භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විජ්ජාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති භගවතා ධම්මෝ සන්දිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිතබ්බෝ විඤ්ඤූහිති පන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුග්ගලා ඒස භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ආවුනේයෝ පාවුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති වජ්ජේන පාතු ත්වං රතනත්යං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන පාතු ත්වං රතනත්යං සච්ච වජ්ජේන පාතු ත්වං රතනත්යං භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායා නිව අන්තලික්කේ භූතාසු අතෝපි ලක්කච්ච සුනන්තු භාසිතං තස්මායි භූතානි සාමේත සබ්බේ මෙත්තං කරෝත මානුසියාපජාය දිවාචරත්තෝ ච හරන්ති බලින් තස්මායිනේ රක්කත අප්පමත්තා විත්තං ඉදවාහුරං වා සග්ගේ සුවායං රතනං පනිතං නනෝ සමං අත්ති තථාගතේන ඉදං පි බුද්දේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු අයං විරාතං අමතං පනිතං යදජ්ජගා සක්්‍ය මුනි සමාහිතෝ නතේන ධම්මේන ධමත්ති කිංචි ඉදං පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යම් බුද්ධසෙට්ඨෝ පරිවන්නයේ සුචින් සමාධිමානං කරිකඤ්ඤමාහු සමාධිනාතේන ධමෝන විජ්ජති ඉදං පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු අට්ඨදතං පදත්තා චත්තාරි ඒතානි යුගානි යන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස දාවකා ඒතේ සුදින්නානි මහප්පලානි ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු මනසාදල්හේන නික්කාමිනෝ ගෝතම සාසනම් හි තේ පත්තිපත්තා අමතං විගය ලද්දා මුදා නිබ්බුතින් පුඤ්ජමානා ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු
යතින්ද කීලෝ
පඨවින් සිතෝසියා චතුබ්බිවාතේ බියසම්පකම්පියෝ තතුපමං සප්පුරිසං වදාමි යෝ අරිය දච්ඡානි අවිච්ඡ පස්සති ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු සච්චානි විභාවයන්ති ගම්බීර පඤ්ඤේන සුදේසිතානි කිංචාපිතේ ඔංති බුසප්පමත්තා නතේ භවං අට්ඨමං ආදියන්ති ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු දස්සන සම්පදාය තයස්සු ධම්මා ජහිතා භවන්ති සක්කාය දිට්ඨි විචිකිච්ඡිතං ච සීලබ්බතං වාපි අදත්ති කිංචි චතුහපායේ ච විප්පමුත්තෝ ච ඡාවිඨානානි ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කම්මං කරෝති පාපකං කායේන වාචා උදචේතසාවා අබම්බෝසෝ තස්ස පටිච්චාදාය අබම්බතාදිට්ඨ පදස්ස වුත්තා ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ගුම්මේ යතා පුස්සිතග්ගේ ඉම්මාන මාසේ පඨමස්මින් ගිම්හේ තතුපමං ධම්ම වරං ආදේසයි නිබ්බානගාමින් පරමං හිතාය ඉදං පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු වරඤ්ඤෝ වරදෝ වරහරෝ අනුත්තරෝ ධම්ම වරං ආදේසයි ඉම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ඊනං පුරාණං නවං නත්ති සම්භවං විරත්ත චිත්තා ආයතිකේ භවස්මින් තේකින බීජා අවිරුල්හිච්ඡං නිබ්බං තිරා යතායම් පදීපෝ ඉදං පි සංඝේ රතනං පනිතං ඒතේන දච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු භූතානි සමාගතානි උම්මානි වායා නිව අන්තරික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං බුද්ධං නමස්සාම යානිද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායා niv antalikke tathagatam deva manussa
Pujitam Dhammam Namassama
Suvatte hotu yani bhutani samagatani bummani vaya niv antalikke tathagatam deva manussa pujitam angam namassama etena dacca vajjena dukkha upasamento te etena dacca vajjena phaya upasamento te etena dacca vajjena roga upasamento te karaniya matta kusalena santang padang abhisamicca sakka ujuca sujuca suvaco cassa mudu anatimani santussa koca subharoca appakiccoca santing driyoca nipakoca appagammo kulesu ananugiddo naca kuddang samacare kinci yena sukhino vakemino hontu sabbe datta bhavantu sukhitatta eke cipana bhutatti sava tavarava anavasesa digavaye mahantava ajjimarassa kanukatula dittavayeva additta yecha dure vasanti bhutava sambhavesiva sabbe datta bhavantu sukhitatta naparo parang nikubbeta nati manyeta katta cinang kanci nanya manyassa lakkamicceya matayatani yang puttang ayusa eka putta manurakke sabba bhutesu manasambhavaye aparimanang mettang ca sabba lokasming manasambhavaye aparimanang uddang adoca tiriyang ca asambadhang averang asapattang carang nitinno va sayano va yavatassa etang sating aditteya brahma metang viharang ditting ca anupagamma silavadassanena kamesu vineyagedang naijatu gabbaseyang punaretiti etena dacca vajjena sottite hotu sabbada etena dacca vajjena sottite hotu etena dacca vajjena sottite hotu sabbada mahakaruniko nato hitaya sabbapanina uretva paramidabba patto sambodhi muttamang Satya vajjena hotu te jaya mangala jayang tobodhiyamule sakyanam nandi vaddano jayassu jaya mangalang Sakkatva buddha ratanang osadang uttamang warang hitang deva manussanang buddha tejena sattina nassang tu paddava sabbe makkavupasaming tute akkatva Dhammaratana osadang uttamang warang parilavupasamanang dhamma tejena paddava sabbe bhayavupasaming tute sakkatva sangharatanang osadang uttamang warang auneyang pauneyang sanghatejena sattina nassang tu paddava sabbe roga upasaming tute ratanang loke vijjati vividha putu ratanang buddha dhammang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te yang kinci ratanang loke ratanang dhamma samang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te yang kinci ratanang loke vijjati vividha putu ratanang sangha samang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te natti me saranang buddha me saranang varang etena dacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang natti me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang varang etena dacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang natti me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang etena dacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada satti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada satti Bhavatu sabba mangalam Rakhantu sabba devata Sabba sanghanubhavena Sada sati bhavantu te Yakka bhutanam Papaggaha nivarana Parittassanubhavena Antu te sang upaddave Kattayakka bhutana Papaggaha nivarana Parittassanubhavena Antu te sang upaddave Nakattayakka bhutana Papaggaha nivarana Parittassanubhavena Antu te sang upaddave Devo vassatu kalena Sassa sampatti hetuca Pito bhavatu lokoca Raja bhavatu dhammiko Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga Mahiddhika punyam tang anumoditva Chirang rakkantu loka sasana Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga Mahiddhika punyam tang anumoditva Chirang rakkantu loka sasana Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga Mahiddhika anumoditva Chirang rakkantu loka sasanam. Now we have completed Buddha Puja and chanting of Parittas, which we organize in order to bless Singaporeans, especially Singapore Chinese and members of Buddhist Library. Once again, I would like to make a wish for them. I would like to remember our president of Buddhist Library Society, Professor Wong Weng Fai, and all other members, especially the well-wishers and staff of Buddhist Library. So all of them may receive our blessings, and by the power of sacred Bodhi tree, Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, may they all be well and happy. May they have a happy and a very prosperous New Year. Thank you. Then, පිරිකර තියෙනව නේද? අෂ්ට පරිස්කාර එකක් තියෙනව නේද? එකක් මේ පරාක්‍රම මහත්තයා එකක් අරන් පූජා කරන්ද, තව එකක් මේ අපි කාන්තා පක්ෂයට දෙමු අනිත් එක. ගේන්න ආයි මොකද්ද බලන් ඉන්න. මේ පැත්තේ ඉඳලා පූජා කරා. නම් සප වේවා. පිරිත් ඇහුවටත් එක්ක. දූපිටිය හාමුදුරුවන්ට. හරි. එම්නම් තව පොඩ්ඩක් තියෙනවා. දැන් now is my turn. මේක වෙන කවුරුවත් කරලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ නේ, මම්ම කරන්න එපා. ලේසි වෙයි දන්නෙත් නැහැ. මේක දැන් ගැලෙව්වත් කමක් නැහැ මේ completed how many minutes for the whole service? About 1 hour or 45 minutes? 1 hour, exactly 1 hour.